What's up, guys? This is Stacko Cakes, and this is my review of the game This War of Mine. I'm going to start by saying that this game is great, and I recommend it to everybody, but I'm just going to start with a little bit of background of what exactly the game is. It's basically a survival game during a war, and you basically start with either 3 or 4 different kind of personalities and stuff. Each person's good at their own kind of thing. There's a girl that's good at bargaining. There's a guy that's like a fast runner. There's a guy that's like I think there's a guy that's a good chef, something like that. So like they each have their own kind of skill that they're good at, that they get kind of like a boost with. So basically there's about, like, I can't remember how many characters total there are, but I think there's around like 6 or 7, something like that. But basically, it's random each time you start the game which characters you're going to be starting off with. And then basically, at the start of the game also is when they determine if you're going to go through the war during the really cold periods with lots of snow and all that stuff, or if you're going to go through the war in relatively like good temperatures and stuff. Which is a big deal, because when you do the game in the cold, it's a lot harder. You got to set up heaters, and you got to do basically like survival stuff. Like basically play as if you're like trying to survive, basically. So I'm just gonna start this game here, so you can see it. You can have an idea of how it starts and how they select the characters for you, which is all done randomly. So let's see here. Yeah, so basically you're looking to survive basically anywhere from 30 to like 45 days in the war, and then it ends, kind of thing. There's never a set time on you have to get to this date for the game to end. It's all random again. And let's see who I'm starting with here. See, this particular start is not very good, because I have that old lady at the bottom that does nothing, and I have an old man. And I only have 2. I've never actually seen this before. I thought you always started with 3. Okay, so there's something new all the time, right? All the randomness. So basically, these are 2 old people, and they're basically both useless. So basically, each playthrough that you do, your characters basically dictate what you can do, and basically like how to approach the game. There's different ways to win the game. You can like some people like to build alcohol, so they get like sugar and water when they're out on their scavenger hunts, kind of thing. I'll show you what happens when you end the day and then you choose to go do scavenger runs and stuff like that. I'm not going to play this particular one with these 2 old people, because it's going to be impossible. So I'm just going to leave it going in the background here so you can see. Then I'll go to end day in a bit so you can see what happens when you end the day and stuff. But basically, here you go. You're in the house right here you start with. You basically have to go through your house, and like I'll just be the old man right now. You go through here and you're looking through your house to see what kind of basic supplies you have here. Looks like there's some vegetables here. There's some supplies to make things later in the game, kind of thing. Like there's like wood and supplies right here, basically. That's like what you use to make the things later in the game. So basically, there's different approaches you can take to finishing the game. One approach is to go around and just kill people in different locations and take their stuff. You can kind of do that, but sometimes when you kill people, your guys get like depressed and stuff. So that's another whole part of this game you have to always factor in, is everything you do affects how these people think. So basically, I've had games where I went and killed a bunch of people, and my guys came back and they're all depressed and saying how they didn't want to kill people and blah blah blah. Yeah, so like basically when that happens, you have all these people that are depressed, and it makes the game a lot harder, because you have to try to figure out some way to manage their their moods and try to get them back in a good mood, right? So yeah, so go up here. Yeah, so basically you have to control your people, run them around, see what's around the house. I'm not going to do this playthrough because it's too hard, so I'll just talk about what you can do. I'll actually show you what you can upgrade. I'll go over here. Yeah, so the different ways you can finish this game are either, like, you can like make your own alcohol, like moonshine and stuff, and you can trade that for all your like food and stuff like that to keep you going. Other stuff you can do, I haven't upgraded this workbench yet, so it doesn't have all the possible things I can build here. But just as an example, here's like a stove. So you're going to be at a point where, where you want to cook your food because you get more out of it when you cook it. So you got a stove going. Here's the moonshine still, which you can make if you want to get into the business of selling or trading your moonshine for food and medical supplies, stuff like that. There's a metal workshop you can build to so you can get like a hatchet and stuff like that. So you can build a knife, lock picks, crowbar to break into doors when you're on your search. And there's like a rainwater collector here, so you can collect water to be used for either cooking or like to make your moonshine stuff. So like the different ways you can finish the game are going out and killing everybody, taking what they have, using moonshine as your way to trade for everything else. You can make cigarettes and stuff, and you can use that as your trading thing to get everything else. You can make animal traps in this game, and you can use that as your meat, and then you can build your own garden at some point. So basically, you can try to finish the game by just having all of your meat and all of your vegetable needs all within the house. So like basically, you're self-sustaining yourself, right? And yeah, so those are the different ways you can like go about finishing the game. So it's always a new game every time you play it, and depending on the characters you have. Like these two characters, these are two old people. This is probably the worst. The only thing worse than this would be probably getting these two old people with minus 10 degrees outside. Then that'd probably be the worst. But at least this scenario gave it to you, two old people in the summer, so it's not as bad. But yeah, so basically each day you have your clock at the top right there. It says 12:10 p.m. I've wasted a whole bunch of it just talking here. People don't usually do that. They're out here going around the house, looking at the different things. Like come here, looking at the different piles and stuff, seeing what you got. But oh, it's a bed. Okay. So this already comes with the bed. Okay. Usually the game doesn't come with beds, so you tell they really feel sorry for you when they give you two beds off the start when you got those two old people. But anyways, you go around collecting stuff. You know, you can use lockpicks to get through doors. But one other thing I want to show you that's really cool, the real fun part of this game, is that at 8 o'clock p.m. every night, the day ends and the night comes, and basically you get to choose. Okay, I'll just end the day right here. This is not how you normally do it. You usually do your stuff till 8, but I just want to show you what the end day screen looks like. It turns to night right here, and you get to choose which place you want to go to. There's a quiet house here, ruined villa. It tells you a little bit about each one. You know, lots of food here, lots of meds. You kind of base on your needs, what you need at that time. Lots of food, lots of meds. Some of them are abandoned. Some of them will say like danger, don't go here kind of thing. And yeah, so basically at the end of each night you have to pick like, okay, who's going to go out and scavenge to this place and try to get all this stuff, and who's going to like stay back and either guard the place or sleep, right? So basically and then when you come in at the end of the night, it's like a random events each night. Basically when you come back, it'll say like, oh, the night was calm, nothing happened. Or sometimes you can come back and they'll say, oh, we got raided overnight and they stole a bunch of stuff, or they injured one of the people that you have in the house. So basically that's just stuff that makes the game harder, because like you basically like, oh, maybe someone got wounded, so then you have to deal with a wounded person for the next while, and yeah, like just stuff like that can happen, and it's random each night, so you never know what's gonna happen. So you got to figure out ways to like blockade the windows and stuff of the place, and you can put somebody on guard like this, put them on guard, and yeah, like usually if you have like 3 or 4 people, you can have like one on guard, a couple sleeping, something like that, and one goes out to scavenge. Yeah, I was gonna show you an example here of like, so like I'm gonna choose like Savita to go scavenge. So we'll just go to let's go to Quiet House. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, so like you basically go to your location. Since I didn't go around my house, I don't know. I don't have that many stuff to take with me on the scavenge. But you can. This is where you put in, like, if I had a knife or something, you could put that in there, or a gun, or if I had a crowbar or something. If I thought there might be a lot of doors I have to open, bring a crowbar along, lock picks, whatever you want, kind of thing. But yeah, so these are all the open slots you can use for gathering stuff on your scavenge. So basically, this is just an example here. I'm at this new area, go through everywhere, scavenging, see what's there, bunch of different things. Just taking your sweet ass time. I'm double clicking the mouse too. Anyways, yeah. So you just come here and grab a bunch of parts, blah blah blah. So some areas have more. There'll be some areas with like snipers and stuff. There'll be areas with people willing to make trades. The areas are all different, but usually there's I'm pretty sure that there's a set number of areas in the game. It's just the only question is during your playthrough, which of the ones will be unlocked for you. Like it's kind of like a random thing. So like yeah, like basically you go out every night and you pick up all your like scavenge through here, get a bunch of stuff. Get some lumber here. Yeah, this is just a quick example, and then after you've gone through the place you're at, you just run back to the exit kind of thing. If I was actually playing this one, I kind of go through the house more to kind of get some better stuff to bring back, because like after you play it more, you're gonna know what resources are best to take and what's best to leave. So see, that just ends one day of it, and yeah, you're trying to survive. I think it's like 35 to 45, somewhere in there. You're trying to survive that many days. You never know how long it's going to be. It's always random. But yeah, see, the night was calm here, so we weren't raided. It shows like the stuff that I brought back and stuff. So yeah, but I say basically just how the game works. That's just one day of it. But as time goes on, you build more stuff. You decide based on the people that you have, based on their strength. You decide, oh, am I gonna trade moonshine for this run? Am I gonna trade tobacco for this one, or bandages, or am I gonna kill everybody, or am I just gonna try to live in my own area here and have my own meat and my own vegetables, and I can just kind of not have to worry about going anywhere, kind of thing. Yeah, so there's different ways to attack it, but yeah, this game in the end, I totally recommend this game. This game's only about $20 on Steam. That's as cheap as you can get. That's like a meal basically, right? So you can't go wrong. Before this game, I bought Far Cry for $70 or whatever it was, and Far Cry 4, and I've probably already put more hours into this war of mine than I put into Far Cry 4. So, and there's like a $50 difference in the price of the game. So the value of this game is perfect. There's always a random game each time you play. You get different characters, different situations. Yeah, and like you can choose to. I've seen people on Twitch do like different challenges. Like, I'll try to do the whole game with just one guy. I'll try to do it with just like girls or whatever, or I'd make it just in the winter, just stuff like that. Just like you can always do like a different kind of challenge, you know, to make the game different each time. So there definitely is replay value with this game. But yeah, in the end, I recommend this game. Go out and get it. If you guys like this video, hit a like on the bottom. Follow me too. That'd be great. And if you guys go out and like this game, make a comment. I always reply to my comments. They're greatly appreciated. And yeah, I hope you guys go out and I hope you guys enjoy this game, because I thought this was one of the best games I've played. It's really good. I always keep on wanting to come back. I'm kind of addicted to it right now, basically. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.